Now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, writer and director Thomas Baldinger. Hello and welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I'm very excited to be here.
Absolutely. Let me introduce you to everybody, starting off with my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
It's your pleasure.
Hi, it always is. It always will be.
You know who used to say that? My dear Jane Russell, the movie star, was my best friend. And when we would go out,
you got to speak up.
When we would go out, sometimes people would say, "Oh, Miss Russell, I'm Miss Russell. It's so nice meeting you." She said, "Yes, it is."
Got the man behind the boards, Mr. Chad Murphy.
Hey, welcome to the show, sir. Good to have you.
Thank you.
Then we have a chat room full of people. Right now we have Canada, Germany, the United States, lots of people in California, Australia, the UK, all in the chat room. So say hi, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
There you go.
You're international. Are you married?
I am.
Otherwise, you could have picked up a bride on this show easy.
I think my wife would have a little bit of a problem with that.
No, we've had stars come on. I tell them, stand up, smile, now drop your pants. And they do. And then they get all these requests.
Easy.
Some don't. Some say, forget about it. I've had women type in and say, button, who's got the button? You got to be kidding. So
anyway, and I'm Jimmy Star. We want to welcome you to the show. We're going to have a lot of fun.
Yes, we are. Today's a fun day. We're on our new studio, which you can see is under construction.
We just moved here.
We sound like we're in a public toilet because everything is not done yet. They're painting the walls and doing the carpeting next week, and that'll muff down the voice. Also, we're speaking through handheld mics, not booms or lavaliers.
But anyway.
So this is not.
But he can hear us.
No,
though.
but I don't want him to think this shitty show is our show. we look like we're in a garage.
Even when we look really good, he calls us a shitty show. So it's
terrible
okay.
show. You know, over 4.5 million people come in to watch it. They must be all retarded. I don't know how could anybody sit through 2 hours of this stupid nonsense is beyond me. I just am baffled by it.
And the chat room thinks you're really good looking too.
Wait a minute, we're the number one.
Web show.
We're the number one web show in the world. How the hell we got that? I don't know. And also, Jimmy's vote is nominated now for the best PR person in the world.
Yes, best publicist.
Yeah, I was reading a lot about you guys this morning when my marketing rep publicist Clint Morris emailed me. He said you got to check these guys out, and I was reading all about you guys. So
they're big stuff, baby.
I have to say, too, though, that I'm a publicist, and I normally wouldn't promote other publicists, but Clint Morris and October Coast is one of the coolest publicist groups out there. They're great people. I've been working with them for years. I really, really love everything that they do, so you really hooked up with a good one.
I'm lucky as all get out.
Absolutely.
And my old show on television, Set the Record Straight, I interviewed the greatest legends of Hollywood that no one else has ever interviewed. Lauren Bacall,
Speak up.
Lauren Bacall, I can't think of one now. Oh, Jane Russell, Cliff Robertson.
Tab Hunter. He's young. He might know. You're very young, right? You look very young, like you just got out of college.
I said these are the ones you said.
No, God, I just got
out of college.
If I told you a secret right now, then you guess my age. I mean,
I can look it up on IMDb.
I'm coming up on an anniversary for when I graduated from college, but I won't tell you what year that is.
You graduated with Donald Trump.
No.
The same year.
That's terrible.
Donald Trump.
70 years old or 71.
Oh my gosh, though, your IMDb picture is like super good.
Oh my! Everybody, go to IMDb.
Guys, go to IMDb and
look at
plug in Thomas Baldinger.
Oh my God! What a hot!
You look totally like.
This is a hot number.
You look kind of like a mix between Antonio Banderas and Scott Foley.
All you gay guys, all you gay guys out there, keep it zipped up.
Look how he looks fabulous.
Can you see that, Chad? Are we coming in?
A little closer, a little closer.
I can see it.
A little closer.
Wow.
Little closer, you see.
Okay. Now after,
hold on, wait, I want to see it.
After the automobile accident and the reconstruction,
yeah.
You know what? You're part of the new IMDb that doesn't list your age.
Oh, me.
Nice. Nice.
No, you know what they did to me? They made me out to be 77, almost 78 in May. What nerve?
Bastard.
He is 77.
Oh, bastards.
Did you believe such bullshit?
I'm in
That
my
is kind of bullshit, but
They
funny.
always lie about our age.
All right, so tell me.
Wait, how do you like Doris Day, 96 years old? Happy birthday, Dee. I know her. I love her. Oh, I do really. She's a charming, sweet, elegant, old school, beautiful person to speak to. She's absolutely the most, what you saw on screen, that genuine warmth and mother. I love Doris Day. Happy 96. I hope to see you at 106.
So Ron and I are married because you don't really know much about us. We're the only gay syndicated married
But we're
radio
getting divorced
television
after the show.
people on the internet, and he basically, I mean, he knows everything about old Hollywood. I'm kind of like hit like from the 80s till now Hollywood. And,
Okay.
And we like to get people on that are just fun and have cool things. And you have your very first movie. Like what? First of all, I saw that you were a producer on some stuff that's kind of popular. What made you want to like write and direct a movie, and how did it all happen?
Oh God, Jesus! I love movies. I love theater. I was a theater guy in college. I love films. I love the old '80s Caddyshack, Animal House kind of movies. I love old school, which with Will Ferrell. That's sort of my comedy. I love.
Yes.
I'm ashamed to admit this, that I just started to binge watch on Netflix The Office. Never watched it.
I've never seen a single episode.
Hilarious. And so it's stuff like that is what I love to write. I love that uncomfortable humor, that realism, that grounded kind of humor where it's not, Naked Gun, ridiculous kind of stuff. I don't know. This film came to me. I wrote it as a short film actually first. We did a reading of it, and everybody said to me, Tom, this is really funny, but you need to expand on this. And we did, and we made the movie, and it's going to be coming out on April 24th. Shameless plug, but it's awesome. We're very excited.
Can I get a little political with you? Not about Trump and that crap. About our business.
Yeah.
Gay people are not visible. We are ghosts on television. Now, my dearest friend in the world, somebody I'm crazy about, Stan Zimmerman. I'm sure you know the name. The producer, director, who's made
Mostly.
Writer. He did the Golden Girls.
He wrote the Golden Girls, and he wrote Gilmore Girls.
Has written a fabulous thing called Silver Foxes. Takes place in Palm Springs with 4 old gay men, similar to Golden Girls.
Cool.
Difficulty getting it up. Very difficult getting funding because people are afraid of it still. Now, can you believe that? Would you kindly do me a favor and find him on Facebook, Stan Zimmerman, and just tell him who you are. It's wonderful to know anyway. It's so important.
He knows everybody.
He knows everybody in the business. I mean, if this guy gets back to you, you're in with a door open.
I love it. No.
And just tell Stan Zimmerman that Ron Russell said, I should stand behind you with Silver Foxes to get it up on the network so that we can show the world what nice, normal, gay old men.
Funny, though.
And
Funny,
gay
sleazy
people
gay
are
men.
like.
It looks like it's going to be hilarious.
This is my passion. This is what I do now as an old man to give back to the business. I want to be seen. I want the beautiful humor and fabulous friendships that we gay people have to be seen by the world. We don't all cruise Macy's bathroom sliding under the bin. Okay?
He knew what that meant.
Well,
a lot of people don't.
He's been to Macy's. And if we're at the urinal, urinating, we don't do this. Okay?
And nobody else could
Well, you
see
don't
that
do
if they're
that.
not watching.
So there,
Yeah.
Exactly.
The look over.
So there are millions and millions of gay people like Jimmy and I who are married, who are monogamous, who have a home, who have children, who barbecue, cut lawns, do everything
Have dogs.
that you do. That's enough.
Well, 100%. You guys, look, gay people, straight people, black, white, whatever.
We're all people.
We're all human beings, right? And that's kind of what the message is of this film. While it's a comedy, it deals with the adult film industry. It deals with gays. It deals with black gays and that discrimination and prejudice that people have against those identities. They say, oh, he's gay, or she's in the adult film industry. He or she's still a human being. You're still a human being. You still wake up, you shit, you wake up, you drink coffee, you shop, you do whatever the hell you do. So who gives a shit about what your religion is or what your sexual preferences is? And so, you know what? The fact that you threw that out at me is awesome. And the fact that he can't get that to be a TV series is beyond ridiculous to me because
and he's got an A-list cast too.
A very good.
come on, like I mean, look, I'm the next guy. I love the Marvel films. I love Star Wars. I love shit blowing up all over the big screen. But you know what? When it really comes down to it, when you sit down and watch, the movie theaters, I think, are going to be obsolete in the next 15 years.
He says that all the time.
They're going to be supermarkets.
Yeah, exactly. And and you think about it, you go, you know what? People sit down in their living rooms or in their dining rooms or whatever, and they turn on the TV, and they want to see shows like the one you're describing. They want to see movies like the one that I've made. They just want to be entertained. They want to be able to touch into that world that they don't know about. And so the fact that he's got an A-list cast and it sounds like a great idea. Jesus.
And he's an award-winning writer, a comedy writer.
I mean,
he's got a couple of
He's
Emmys.
got a play right now coming out in May in L.A. Go see it, everybody. And I forgot the name. But
we'll promote it later because we'll have him back on the show.
It's a heart-shaped bagel with a knife in it.
Yeah.
And what the hell is the name? It's something to kill. Anyway, great cast. We may have the star of that show on our show.
So hold
Now,
on,
wait a
let's
minute.
go back to him.
Listen, I'm slow, I'm old. I'm vague. Give me a little more about why you wanted to write about such a very dangerous subject matter, because you could get letters of saying "How dare you," or
you don't know what it's about yet. You have to hear what it's about first.
What the fuck did I just say to you, deaf old man? What did I just say to you?
No, you asked why he did it, but not like what it's about.
You've had too many tricks in your life. You're
right.
burnt out.
Thanks, Goddess. Thank Goddess says it's great.
Oh my God! So please talk to stupid old people like us. And in other words. Today, if you say you like Trump, you're dead. Yet Roseanne defended him, and her show was such a big shit show, which I can't stand her. I never liked her. Trump or no Trump, Roseanne was never for me. I always thought she was an obnoxious blog.
Okay, you didn't like her.
No, I didn't like her. Anyway, so give it to me now. Tell me all about why, how, and what it's about.
First of all, tell people the name of the film, because we're talking about a film that nobody even knows the name.
I'm going to watch it because you're going to send us a copy for free.
100%. So the film is called Who's Jenna? It's Who's Jenna ... And the movie's about it's a romantic comedy for everybody. It's one of the reviewers called it a romantic comedy for men. One reviewer called it a family-friendly movie about the porn industry. And it's really not. It's not about the adult film industry. It's about a guy who falls in love with a girl. It's your basic Romeo Juliet, man falls in love with girl falls in love with guy. And then what I did was we just added a twist. And one of the twists is Joe D'Onofrio, who plays the best friend of Bill Sorvino's character, who Bill falls in love with Tracy Birdsall. He thinks that she looks like an adult film star. And he can't put his name. He thinks she looks like the famous adult film star by the first name of Jenna. I'm not allowed to say her last name legally.
Am I allowed to or no?
Well, you can. I can't.
Okay.
But she.
Why, you know who it is?
Yeah, I've met her several times.
What's her name?
He either looks like her or Amber Lynn. And Amber Lynn is actually in our film. She's an adult film star. She plays herself in the movie. And so
I know a drag queen called Amber Lynn who imitates her.
Well, there's drag queens in my movie as well.
I wrote the whole. Hold on. Let me just say, because I wrote down the thing for it. First of all, you guys, he's got a great cast. I mean, this is your first film, right? That you've done. I mean, you really put together a pretty good cast.
Okay, let me get in there. Your first film, first time you looked at it complete. Did you vomit, laugh, or be happy?
Oh, I was disgusted.
Right, that's how I feel. That's how I feel when I saw my first movie.
Disgusted. I watched it with my wife and I said, that is the biggest piece of shit that I ever put on film right now. And she was like, what are you talking about?
When I saw myself in my first movie, I said my mother was right. I should have gone to work for Con Edison, breaking up the streets. You get benefits. You get health insurance.
So you guys, the name of the film is Who's Jenna? ... It stars Bill Sorvino and Tracy Birdsall, who's a friend of mine, who actually I should bring her on because she's had a bunch of new movies lately that have been really good.
She's been doing a lot of work.
Fabulous. She's gorgeous. She's fabulous. She's super cool. It's got Vincent Pastore, who I just know him from my past, and it looks very, very funny. And here's what the IMDb summary says. It says, when Jonathan Burke, a financial advisor, starts dating Jenna Casey, an aspiring lawyer, Jonathan's best friend, Andy Romeo, is convinced that she looks exactly like a famous adult film star. Not only does Jonathan have to deal with his friend's claim, but he also has to juggle his relationship with his boss, who is possibly blackmailing him, and is Jenna's brother-in-law.
Wow, what else could you get?
And you guys,
wait, could you get the milkman in there?
if you guys want to know who this could potentially be about, that he's not going to be able to say yes or no either way. I met Jenna Jameson a bunch of times. She's super cool.
There it is.
And so possibly, like, if you want to just plug in Jenna Jameson, that could potentially be who's she's mistaken for.
Yeah, but she's stupid not to let her name be used because it could make a bigger star of her.
He can't comment on it.
You know what? I learned many years ago. I learned every bit of publicity adds up.
That's right.
So no matter how small the publicity is, it's adding up.
Yep.
Good news, good press, bad press, anything that gets your name out there, the film out there. And we've been very fortunate. All the reviews that we've had have been awesome. And I'm waiting. There's going to be somebody out there, because I'm going to be honest with you. All the reviews have said that they noticed that the movie can be somewhat offensive, that some of the language is offensive. There's no nudity, there's no sex in my film.
What's with language offensive? Give me a break with that.
You should live in this house.
Wait. You guys, wait.
If everybody analyzed what a curse word was, they know how stupid they are.
Well, it's like Lenny Bruce, right? Lenny Bruce, who
I
actually...
love Lenny.
Lenny, what's that?
I loved him.
Yeah, so Ronnie Marmo, who's in my film, he has a small part in the film. He's doing a play called I'm Not a Comedian, I'm Lenny Bruce. And, he talks about the F word, right? And if the word fuck, I mean, if you teach a child that the word fuck is not what it really is, and you say, we'll put on your fuck, and the fuck is actually the shoe, all of a sudden, the word fuck means nothing, right?
I do that every morning. Jesus, my feet are swollen. I can't get this fucking shoe on.
That was good. Very quick. I like that.
I'm very
He's
quick.
very quick.
Very quick.
I love it.
Don't forget, stand-up comedy, 44 years, you learn. But anyway, except now I forgot where
You guys, listen, though. You guys got... Okay, so first of all, before we talk any more about this film, actually, Chad, you got the trailer, right?
Oh, yeah.
Let's play it for everybody. Thomas, you introduce it to everybody. Tell them who you are, the name of your film, when it's going to be available, and then we're going to play the trailer, and then we'll come back and talk about it.
All right. Well, I'm Tom Baldinger. I'm the writer and director of this trailer you're about to see called Who's Jenna? That's coming out on video on demand and DVD April 24th. So I hope you guys enjoy it.
Here we go.
Perfect.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
You should have adopted. I can't deal with this.
No, I'm having this baby right now. No, my water's gonna break.
No.
Yes?
No. I just got the car cleaned. That's brand new upholstery.
We're having a baby. Here we go.
Okay, you guys having those too now?
Nah, they're just out in the middle of the night hunting for squirrels. When you get in the car, please.
Happy birthday, boys. Cheers. Happy birthday. Woo!
I can't believe how much she looks like him.
Who are you talking about?
You can't tell me she doesn't look like Jenna, the greatest porno star to ever live.
My name's Jenna. You're an investment advisor here in Red Bank. That's where my brother-in-law works.
Who is your brother-in-law?
That would be your boss.
How's the weekend, Burke?
Pretty good.
You got some, didn't you? Why don't you tell Papa all about it, huh?
It's a perfect place for a locker room.
So talk some locker room to me.
You okay?
Oh, yeah, great. Put in a promotion for you, Burke. Done deal.
You got a problem.
What do you mean?
You get your credit card, you get your cash, you put it in a safe, because that girl is going to drive you broke.
She kind of looks like Jenna. Or even Amber.
Well, who's Jenna?
Has anyone ever...
No, I look like her.
She's hot.
I found it. I can prove to you who she really is.
What is going on in your firm, boss? I don't want my company's money being managed by a firm that deals with that industry.
Burke.
Hey, you're Jenna, huh? Company doesn't really want to be associated with it. Guess you better go take care of it, huh?
Wait, you can't be serious.
I have some bad news.
Your sister's husband is blackmailing your boy here.
What?
I mean, what he's asking me to do can't be right. I'm taking Barsha down. I need your help.
What? You know, being around all this porn kind of makes me hot.
It's gonna be that kind of night, trust me.
Hell on wheels in a tight black dress.
Jenna.
Jenna.
Jenna!
That's Jenna. Oh, mother of... She looks like Jenna.
No way.
Hey, Kevin!
Hey, Amber. Jenna looks like Jenna. She does not look like...
Who's Jenna?
All right, there you go. Looks like a good trailer.
Yeah, doesn't that look fun, everybody? So that's Who's
Nice.
Jenna. It's coming out on April 24th. It'll be on which platforms? Are you allowed to say which platforms it'll be on yet?
We're looking at like Amazon, iTunes, Google Play, Time Warner, Video on Demand, Xfinity, all over the place. So it's going to be all over the world.
Everybody too, if you don't have Amazon, I know that Amazon is like taking over the world, and pretty soon you're not going to need to go anywhere but Amazon. But if you don't have an Amazon Prime account, you should get it. It's like the best.
Amazon's going to be a bank. You watch. Yes. Amazon's going to be in maybe 5 years, maybe 3 years.
Already people buying their groceries.
I was under contract to Time Warner. I thought they went out of business. Jimmy said there's no longer Time Warner.
It's Spectrum.
Spectrum.
Yeah, Spectrum.
Oh, so you can't say Time Warner. You got to say Spectrum.
Excuse me, Spectrum.
Everybody out there, see, the old man ain't so stupid after all.
Everybody in the chat room says they think it looks great. It looks a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Dave Hughes is saying, "Is that Jenna?"
Wait, Chad just tuned in. Chad, what'd you think?
I thought it was awesome, no doubt. Whoever put together that trailer just alone was a good editor. So the movie's got to be just as well, as far as I'm concerned. Looks like good actors, good plot.
Okay. You know,
did you put it together, Bill? I mean, Thomas?
Wait. Chad, we're getting hardwired. Will that mean that we could see all of the trailers?
No, that has nothing to do with it.
Chad went away.
We'll start working out something for you, Ron.
We'll start working out something.
Because I'm dying to see it. I never could see the trailers, so I can't tell our guests if they
Wait a minute. You sent it to me.
I sent it to you. I watch everything.
I see.
He doesn't like to. He doesn't like to.
That's true. You never asked me.
Huh?
You go in the bathtub. You put your.
No, that's a trailer takes 2 minutes to watch.
So why don't you show me?
Huh?
Why is it you don't? You just want to control this show.
No, I put out a press release.
You're an evil animal.
Actually, I have to say though, because we didn't do a press release since you came in just this morning.
Right.
So that's why I didn't do a press release, because normally I would have done a press release and stuck the video.
The guest that canceled said to come to her restaurant where we could have free dessert.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
About 5 years ago. Oh. And we never went. So I wanted
now that we live here, he wants to go.
I wanted to hold her to it.
Right.
And I was going to say, oh, by the way, bitchette, do we get free dessert still 5 years later? But no, I love her. And I really feel badly about her dad because she's the sweetest girl. She's really a plum, right?
Oh, absolutely. So
I hope everything is well.
So you guys listen, in this film, it's got Vincent Pastore, which I guess maybe he's somebody's father?
Yes. Yeah, he plays Joe D'Onofrio's father.
And he was Pussy, you guys, in what's that mob show? The Sopranos. He played Big Pussy in The Sopranos. And which that's a huge like big person to get. Tracy Birdsall's famous. I have to tell you, like, I didn't know who Bill Sorvino was.
Is he any relation
I have to look him
Sorvino?
up.
Yes, that's his uncle.
Oh, cool. Oh, we've had Paul Sorvino on the show.
Yeah.
Yep. And his cousin Mia Sorvino. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, he's got some good credits too. Oh my God! And you guys have to see the cover for Who's Jenna. It looks awesome.
You like that?
May I see Greedy?
Yeah, well, I had to get it.
Oh, Greedy.
It's a pair of beautiful legs.
Nice
wearing red pumps and a judge's mallet, it looks like, with all the guys across from her looking at her in the background of like New York City or someplace.
Yeah,
where does it take place? In New York?
New Jersey, actually.
Okay.
Oh, New Jersey.
We just moved here from Pennsylvania. Actually, we've been here like 3 weeks.
I'm a New Yorker.
I mean, he's from New York.
We shot in Jersey City, all over New Jersey. There's a great skyline shot of Bill and Tracy of the skyline of New York City. So we got a lot of that in there. And we shot down in Baltimore a little bit as well. So, we tried to get around and get as much of the East Coast as we could. So it was a fun movie to make.
And that's the star of Tracy.
Oh my God.
She's really nice. We'll have to have her on the show. I love her. Anyway.
Let me tell you something. Tracy,
I know this.
All these guys are
I've
great.
seen her around.
Oh yeah,
I've seen her on film, or she's got another double.
No, she's on lots of films.
I've seen this girl.
She's fabulous. She's really nice. We tweet together all the time.
She's awesome. Very beautiful girl. Very
also, you're on Twitter, right? It's 624PRODLLC. That's your Twitter?
That is me.
I will have to follow you on Twitter, and that way we can tweet out stuff to all our people on the movie, because I think that, first of all, I just think that you put together a great project. No matter what he says, I think a lot of people's first films look really cheesy and shitty and crappy.
Not all the time.
Not all the time. I didn't say all, but I think a lot of films...
Think gray, not gay. Think gray.
I know. I am thinking gray. I think a lot of first-time films look like shit. I mean, what do we watch? I watch about, 200 of them a year, because every person on the planet sends them to me to come on the show.
There's an old saying, in Hollywood, everybody's got a script in their back pocket.
Yeah.
You know, and some of the scripts you could wipe your ass with. They're so bad.
Oh.
Excuse me, that was vulgar. But anyway,
we shot this whole film on the red, so that was one of the.
I love red.
Yeah, we shot on the red, so that made it a lot easier and a lot better for us when we were, especially in the editing process.
My favorite camera,
good.
red. I have to explain to people, red is a camera, and the quality of the red photography is beyond other cameras. No, each camera has its own identity. And if you're familiar with red, when you go to the movies, if it's shot with red, you love it because everything is beautiful and
it's crisp. It looks beautiful. It looks great. It looks fantastic.
And the colors burst.
Are you actually in New Jersey? You live in New Jersey?
I do.
Oh, that's cool.
Where do you, don't give us where, but
what town?
No,
my address is no.
No, don't do that.
I'm right in the center of New Jersey. Right in the center.
Okay. I've driven.
I'm near a very famous university in New Jersey, so that's all I can give you.
Princeton?
Well, no. Princeton is Middle West.
Anyway, we used to live in.
Wait a minute. Wait, you live in Princeton?
We used to live in
Oh,
Doylestown.
Princeton. Love Princeton. We wanted to live there. You must be very rich. Princeton is a fortune. A fortune.
Well, I live near that area, so.
Oh.
We lived in Doylestown, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Okay,
and we would go to when we would go to New York like 4, 5, 6 times a month for different like premieres and different things like that. So we drove by all the time.
I used to.
Where are you guys now in Florida? Where are you in Florida?
We're not. The station is in Florida, but we're in Palm Springs, California. We just
the land of
gay. That's right. Sorry, I got you. Sorry about that.
Chad's in Florida, right, Chad?
That's right, West Palm Beach.
Nice. I go there once a year. It's awesome.
Yeah.
We're in the land of gay.
Excellent. I love it.
Yes, we do too.
Yeah, we live in a development. It's a gated community, so nobody can get in to kill us. And well, don't laugh. We've had death threats because Jimmy. Oh yeah, seriously. Jimmy and I are the first gay couple married to be on, and some people found it objectionable. And one incident we had to report to the police years ago. He threatened to come find our home, come there, and kill all of us, even my children. So I was a bit afraid. So we got a Brazilian Fila dog that will eat you up in a minute. I'm sorry. For protection. And we used to lie when we lived in Doylestown. We never said
we lived in
New Hope.
New Hope.
This way we would throw people off. So now we're saying we live in Palm Springs, but we really live in Beverly Hills. a $250 million mansion.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
Yes.
I love it.
And if you believe any of that shit, like I'm going to sell you the Brooklyn.
No, listen, our mansion is $250 million. It's 3,000 square feet.
Yeah.
And under construction.
Excellent.
Anyway, so
if you know LA real estate.
So you guys listen up. This is Thomas Baldinger.
Oh, your balls up your ass.
I can't, but I'm terrible with
my God.
Baldinger. But it's that D in there though. Like, do you actually pronounce that D?
Baldinger. It depends. Seriously, it depends on which uncle you ask.
Okay.
It's a German. It's a German name.
It's a German last name, but I'm mostly Irish. So.
Yes, but Baldinger means a guy named Jerry is bald.
What?
A guy named Jerry is bald, so that's where you get Bald Jerry Engine.
Oh,
it's not Jerry Engine.
No,
that was terrible. Give that one. Okay, one miss, 50 hits and one miss.
When I did stand-up, they used to go boo, and then everybody would start to laugh. No, we would laugh so hard that everybody loved it. They'd laugh too.
So you guys, this is Thomas. Follow him on Twitter. His Twitter is at 624PRODLLC for 624 Productions LLC. His first film is called Who's Jenna, starring great people. It's going to be available April 24th. And it's going to be on all the different platforms that you can get. And I'm sure if you follow him on Twitter, then he'll be tweeting out when you can go see it and stuff. And that way you'll know exactly what's going on.
I will see it.
We'll definitely see it.
And I will let you know what I think.
I expect you to.
I'm going to like it because you're nice. I see. You know what it is? A lot of times the personality of the writer, you can tell what the film is going to be like.
Right.
A writer that sits there like, you know, the film is going to be very.
That was terrible.
Well, there it is.
Hey, listen, I got 10 out of 12. That's good.
No, it wasn't terrible like that, meaning funny. It was just terrible, like the faces and stuff would just look
Well,
terrible.
that's what some of
You're
these
so
films-
handsome, I don't like to see you
Some
looking at those
of
faces.
these films, when I watch them, that's what I do. I turn into a potato.
So, can you act also?
I did back in college. I don't do it anymore. I don't like to get in front of the camera, but I have a very, very brief cameo in this film. But you don't hear me speak, which is fantastic because you don't.
I was going to tell anybody who wants to, like, make a film with a Scott Foley, and Scott Foley's too expensive, they could hook you up.
Well, that's the thing. If anybody knows that Scott Foley he needs a stand-in, I'm always available.
Or you could just, it could be like a movie. It could be a cool action movie or something starring the person who looks the most like Scott Foley. And then instead of getting $1 million, you get like 100,000.
Why not?
Since you mentioned actor.
Yes.
I am an actor. Looking for work all the time. So if you need a really crazy old guy, because now it's very in to have seniors in your movie. No, seriously.
No, that's totally true.
It's true. Anybody 75 and over has to go and film now because it has to be politically correct and diversity. So actors that are 75 plus are now getting wonderful roles. So if ever seriously...
He's 77.
Yeah, I qualify. So if ever seriously you need a very talented actor, which I am, I'm a quick learner, I deliver my lines, I know my marks, I'm very good.
He's not lying about that part. He is actually really good at that.
Give me a call.
He's got my email too. So
Seriously.
So we're gonna we've got to actually go
it's full
anyway.
of shit. That's awesome. That's what they all say. You didn't say yes.
No, I was about to. Oh, hold on.
Here. Go back to New Jersey. I'm from Brooklyn.
He's got to write another film. He's probably got one in his back pocket.
I was just gonna tell you that Lenny Venito, who is in this movie as well with me, who's in this movie, him and I have become very good friends, and we actually wrote a movie now that we're going to start shooting this spring. There's some parts that you and I should talk about. So I think we should talk about it.
I'd like to, because I have an authentic Brooklyn accent. I don't do dem, D's, and do's like the phonies. Like Cher, when she tried to do a Brooklyn accent in the movie she got the Academy Award for. I mean, I listened to her. That was the corniest Brooklyn accent I've ever heard. Mine is a 1940 child-learned Brooklyn accent.
I love it.
If you put me up with a Brooklyn character, I always played Brooklyn cops. What else do I play? I played a priest once, and they tried to get rid of my Brooklyn accent, and I sounded so gay. And I said, so what's wrong with that? All priests are gay. It's believable. It's believable. What? Priests aren't gay? Hello?
Also, Pat Grant just followed you on Twitter, so make sure you follow her back because she's the best promoter on the planet, and she will retweet all your great stuff about the film. Anybody who follows you, follow him back. Again, you guys follow Thomas on Twitter at 624PRODLLC. Check out his new film, Who's Jenna. We also want to thank you for coming on the show for such short notice, and we want to thank Clint from October Coast for helping set this whole thing up.
And you were a terrific guest. You really did everything the way it should be done. You can come back.
Thank you. Thank you. I hope to come back again. I'd love to come back.
Absolutely. Now you have my email, so just shoot me an email.
You'll come back when we discuss your movie that I'm starring in.
Oh.
I don't work before 10 or after 5. I need my own dressing room, chauffeur, makeup, and hair.
All right, did you guys get that? Did you get that? All right, I'll just make sure everybody...
And I'm never there on weekends.
You're never going to work in an indie film.
And my name goes above the title of your movie. It's Ron Russell in, and then the film.
It works for me.
That's great.
Works for me, too.
That's awesome,
Anyway,
guys.
you're a pleasure, a delight. I'm sorry we didn't get to talk about your wife and how you met her. Give it to us quick, because my audiences are so snoopy. They want to know that crap. How'd you meet your wife?
My wife and I have been married. It's going to be about 14 years come this June. I met her through a friend of mine, and she hated my guts when she first met me.
I do, too.
He hated me, too.
Yeah, I didn't hate
hated my guts. And then we started hanging out, and I fell in love with her. When one day we were outside, and we didn't even start dating. And we were all hanging out, a bunch of our friends, and we were giving hugs and kisses goodbye, whatever. And it was snowing, and I was looking at her, and I immediately the snow hit her black sweater, and she's got blonde hair. And I looked at her, I was like, oh my God, I got to marry this woman. And
was it really the snow on the shoulders or the bra under the black sweater?
Well, it depends. What is this, a PG station or?
It can be.
So your wife is a hottie, right? You married a hot chick.
I don't know what the hell my wife's doing with me. She's beautiful, and I ask her every day, what the hell are you doing with me?
Is she a Jersey chick?
She is. She's a Jersey girl, yeah.
So she likes bling.
Well, who doesn't?
Well, a lot of
love it.
Those people in Doylestown don't. They didn't like gay people either. They didn't like anybody but a Dutch German, and you had to be Aryan. You know, Hitler would have had a ball in.
Well, how did you guys meet?
How did we meet? I told everybody out there that knows it. Listen again. I was dressed in white flip-flops, white linen pants, a white shirt with white hair, dark tan, in Boca Raton Mall. And he walked up to me, all dressed like a rocker with long hair and earrings and holes in his jeans and weirdness. And I thought he was a homeless person. And he said to me, "You're the most gorgeous man in this mall." And I said, "Yeah, get the fuck out of here, stupid jerk off. You come up to me like you try to pick me up, you jerk." And then he followed me to Bed Bath & Beyond. And I was on my cell phone ready to call in front of a couple of my Brooklyn friends that live in Boca. I was going to say to the guys, "Hey guys, I think I got some nut after me. Come and kill him."
Oh my God.
Yeah, but anyway, it turns out that we did a project together, and he had to cut his hair.
I saw him again in the
He had to
mall.
cut his hair and dress in a blue suit with a white shirt and a tie, and I took a look at that and I went, "Oh yeah." That's for me. Is that the same guy? See, and I fell in love with him, and he fell in love.
I love it. I love it.
We're married 5 years, very happily, even though I.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
Thank you.
I'm not going to really divorce him. I'm going to kill him. No, I would never divorce him.
As long as you got the life insurance policy all set up, you're good to go.
Thank you. See, now you're a writer. Now you're thinking like me. If you divorce them, you get shit. If you get a big insurance policy and kill them, that's when you get all the money. You're a very fast writer. And also, I love the way you segued before when I was talking about something and you went right into your movie. Beautiful segue. I want to commend you on that.
Oh, thank you. I was afraid. As I did that, I was afraid when we go off air, you're going to say to me, and this is exactly why we don't want people like this on the show.
No. It was some people segue so
Most
poorly.
people don't know how to do it.
I mean, they do it so badly that even our fans, when they write us, they say, "Tell that jerk next time to learn how to interview." You know, but you did a beautiful segue. I must tell you, very smooth and elegantly done.
There you go, everybody. Again, this is Thomas Baldinger. Check out Who's Jenna on April 24th. Follow him on Twitter at 624PRODLLC. And thank you so much. Good luck with the film. Stay in touch with us, and we'll bring you back for anything you got to promote.
I love it. Thank you so much. Awesome, guys.
Thanks, Tommy.
Bye.
See you again, Tommy.
Tommy.
That's what we call people in New Jersey.